Hey guys, welcome to LeetCode 290 word pattern. Given a pattern and string s, find if s follows the same pattern. Here, follow means a full match, such that there's a bijection between a letter in pattern and a non-empty word in s, specifically so on and so forth. Essentially, just like the example they gave us, let's say we had the example ABBA, and we had dog, cat, cat, dog. In this case, A is mapped to dog and B is mapped to cat, right? And so therefore we get A, B, B, A. This is the bijection. This is what it means by the pattern and the string and them following each other. Cool. So in terms of code, this might be a little bit lengthy, but hopefully you get the idea. So to begin with, we want to split the string into words, right? So we're going to do a string array, which we'll call words, and it'll be .s split, and we're going to insert a space in between them. Cool. Now we want to check if the number of words in pattern length are not the same, so that we'll return false. So if words dot length, or rather, do not equal pattern dot length, then we just return false. Cool. And then now we want to set up some hash maps, right? And we're going to set up hash maps for our pattern to word and then our word to pattern mappings, right? So we're going to do a hash map. We're going to pass in, it's going to take a character and a string. And we'll call this one map pattern to word, so PW. And it'll be a new hash map. And we'll do the same hash map, but this, because it's the other way around, so we're going to pass it a string and it'll take a character afterwards. And yeah, and we'll call this one map WP, so word to pattern, and we'll give it a new hash map. Cool. So those are our hash maps. Now we're going to use a traditional for loop, which will state for int I equals 0, I is less than pattern, that's not pattern dot length, and we'll be incrementing. Cool. So now we're going to pass in or declare another integer called C, another character called C, which will equal to pattern dot char at whatever index I is sitting at. So that's what our character C will be set to be. And we're going to have our string word to equal words at index I.7. And so now we want to check the pattern to word mapping, right? So we're going to say that if map pw dot contains key, and we'll pass in C. Oops, this needs another. Then we're going to do another if statement, which will state that if not map pw dot get C dot equals word. Oops. So if not map pw get C equals the word, or C equals word, then we're going to return false, as we have a mismatch in our mapping, right? And then for the first if statement, we're going to write an else case, which will take, or will state, we'll create a new mapping, right? So map pw dot put, and then we'll pass in C and we'll pass in word. Cool. So now that we've created the new mapping, now we want to check. So we've checked the pattern to word mapping, and we're now going to check the word to pattern mapping. So here, we let this else statement close, and we'll do another if statement that will state that if map wp dot contains key, and we'll pass in now word instead. Oops. We will then do another if statement. It's kind of like the first check for the pattern to word mapping. We're now doing the same, but kind of the other way around, with a few small differences. Namely being that we're now going to do map if map wp dot get word equals C, does not equal C, sorry. Then we're going to return false because we have a mapping mismatch. However, if this case is not triggered, I'm sorry for this if statement, so else we will do a new reverse mapping. So map wp dot word, dot word C. So now we just pass in those into that instead. And so if we manage to complete this for loop without triggering this if statement or this block of if statements, this block of if statements or this block of if statements, then we should be able to just return true because we've passed our checks. So now if we go to our results, hopefully map put. There we go. Reasonably fast runtime, not so good on memory, but I think when you use hash maps, especially if you're using 2, it's not as fast. It's not going to be as fast. I'm sure there are ways to optimize this, or no, I'm not sure. I know there are ways to optimize this, but I think this is maybe the most understandable. Anyway, hopefully that helped. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.